August 5th, 1992, Oil City, Pennsylvania. A man walks up the driveway of a crumbling 16-room mansion. He is there to collect a debt for a car repair. He knocks on the door. What happens next will follow William Bud Post III for the rest of his life. Bud opens the door. He is not calm. He is not reasonable. He raises a shotgun and fires it directly at the man. The blast echoes across the yard. The debt collector runs for his life. Bud Post, a man sitting on a $16 million lottery fortune, has just committed assault with a deadly weapon. This is what the money had turned him into. This is the Broke Files. Today, we look at the man who won $16 million and ended up happier on food stamps. Before the win, Bud Post was nobody's idea of a success story. His mother died when he was 8 years old. His father sent him to an orphanage shortly after. He spent his life doing odd jobs, driving trucks for carnivals, cooking, painting. He went to jail for writing bad checks. By 1988, he had just $2.46 in his bank account. He was living on disability checks. He was barely surviving. Then, one morning, everything changed. Bud had sold a ring for $40 and given the money to his landlady, Ann Karpick, who was also his girlfriend, to buy him lottery tickets. On February 24, 1988, one of those tickets matched every number. Bud Post was suddenly worth $16.2 million. He thought the nightmare was finally over. He had no idea it was just beginning. The rise was instant and reckless. In the first 2 weeks after collecting his first annual payment of $497,953, he had already spent more than $300,000. He bought a liquor license. He leased a restaurant in Florida for his brother and sister. He bought a used car lot for another brother. He bought a twin-engined plane. There was one problem. Bud did not have a pilot license. Within 3 months of winning, the man worth $16 million was already $500,000 in debt. The cracks came fast. This is what psychologists call the house money effect. When your brain treats money it didn't earn through hard work as money that doesn't really count. Bud didn't see $16 million as his life savings. He saw it as a pile of chips at a casino. Every dollar felt like it was free to spend because none of it felt truly his. Then came the people. First, Ann Karpick sued him for 1/3 of the entire jackpot. She claimed they had agreed to split any winnings. Bud denied it completely, but after 3 years in court, a judge ruled in her favor. His lottery payments were frozen until he paid her. He was a millionaire who couldn't buy groceries. Then his own brother tried to have him killed, not fired, not sued, killed. The brother hired a hitman to murder Bud and his 6th wife. His plan was simple: inherit the money. The plot failed, but the brother was arrested and convicted. The man who was supposed to be celebrating with Bud was sitting in a courtroom instead. This is when the pressure broke Bud completely. Paranoid thinking took over. He couldn't tell who was a friend and who was waiting for him to die. He started to see every person at his door as a threat, which is how a debt collector showing up for a car repair bill ended up staring down the barrel of a shotgun. Bud was convicted of assault. He went back behind bars. While he was locked up, every business he had funded for his family collapsed. The restaurant, the car lot, gone. By 1996, Bud was desperate. He made one final attempt to save himself. He auctioned off his remaining 17 lottery payments for $2.65 million. He paid off his debts. He had a small amount left over. He promised himself he would be smarter this time. He wasn't. In the next year, he had spent almost all of it. 2 more homes, another truck, 3 more cars, 2 Harley-Davidson motorcycles, 2 62-inch Sony televisions, a luxury luxury camper, and a $260,000 sailboat he planned to use for a fishing business. In 1998, police found Bud living on that sailboat. He was arrested for refusing to serve his prison sentence for the shotgun assault. He had run out of road. Here is the hard truth about what happened to Bud Post. The money didn't ruin him. His patterns ruined him. The money just made those patterns $16 million louder. Think about it this way. Before the win, Bud wrote bad checks. After the win, he fired guns at people collecting debts. Before the win, he couldn't pay his bills. After the win, he was $500,000 in debt within 3 months. The lottery didn't create a new Bud Post. It took the old Bud Post and gave him more ways to express who he already was. This is what experts call the postponement effect. The idea that a windfall doesn't fix your financial problems, it just delays them. Studies of Florida lottery winners showed that people who were already struggling before the win were more likely to go bankrupt within 3 to 5 years of receiving the money. They didn't change their habits. They just had more money to lose before the inevitable happened. Bud also fell into the hedonic treadmill. This is when your brain gets used to new things so quickly that you always need something bigger to feel the same rush. The mansion stops feeling special after a month, so you buy a plane. The plane stops feeling special, so you buy a boat. It never ends. For Bud, the treadmill ran until there was nothing left. There was a path Bud could have taken. Experts call it the decision-free zone, a period of at least 6 months after a big win where you make 0 major changes to your life. You stay in your house, you keep your job, you do nothing with the money until the excitement wears off and you can think clearly. Bud couldn't wait 2 weeks, let alone 6 months. The moment the check arrived, he was already spending. After serving his prison sentence, Bud Post moved into a mobile home. He lived on $450 a month from Social Security disability. He had gone from $16 million to less than nothing. And yet, in his final years, something unexpected happened. He said he was happier. The people who wanted his money had moved on. The brothers who hired hitmen were gone. The lawsuits were settled. He was just a man again. No target on his back. No phone ringing with strangers asking for money. Just quiet. Bud Post passed away on January 15, 2006, at the age of 66. He died of respiratory failure in a Pittsburgh hospital. He left behind 9 children and 44 grandchildren. He left behind no fortune, but he left behind one truth that every person chasing a windfall should carry with them. In his own words, "I was much happier when I was broke."